We are high. We are intoxicated and walking up and down the street. Indeed, getting the extra calorie burning effects that walking offers on a nighttime stroll when the temperature is lower than in the daytime due to the sun not being out. That's right, we are walking, but the sun is down at night, at as SpongeBob with the SquarePants would say. Indeed. Yes, walking, but at night, when the temperature is lower due to the sun not being out on this side of the planet. Indeed. Getting these steps in, as one would say. Yep. Walking around. Wow. High 3 whole times. I'm just gonna say high 3 whole times. That's that's what I've come to expect of my chat. I've come to expect, this sort of thing used to terrify me when I was young. I'm actually in the vicinity. It's back when I was playing Luigi's Mansion. Back when Luigi's Mansion was a new experience to me and it terrified me. Um, I believe I had to be picked up from a sleepover because I was too afraid of the dark at this specific area that I'm walking around when I was a kid. And it's because I was playing Luigi's Mansion at the time. So I thought that ghosts were stalking me because I used to be terrified of things like Goosebumps books when I was a kid. I'm trying to keep my voice down because I can hear my voice echoing. I'm not a fan of the say hi thing. I've mentioned this before, but it comes off as the kind of thing that someone that what's it called? The kind of person where, like, if you don't hear them the first time they say hello to you, the kind of person that goes like, I said hi, and they just start going like, said hi, I said hi. That's what that comes off as to me every time I read it. I draw? Um, I tried to do pivot animations. I tried to do pivot stick figure animations when I was a kid, but then I found out that you had to do them like frame by frame, essentially. And I was like, no. But I wanted to make stick figure animations that would have gotten me put on a watch list uh, when I was a kid, if anyone knew about them. I tried to dabble in pivot, stick figure pivot animations when I was a child, and if I had the talent to pull them off and uploaded them to like Flash animation websites like Newgrounds, I would have most certainly been abducted by the FBI before I hit middle school. So thankfully, I was not talented enough for my big plans that I had for the stick figure pivot animation world of the 2000s in Newgrounds. I was going to be a Newgrounds stick figure pivot animator, but I didn't have the talent to pull that off as a child. But if I did have the talent to pull off the stick figure pivot animations that I wanted to make when I was a child, I would have most certainly been abducted by the FBI when they happened upon them on Newgrounds. I was going to be a Newgrounds stick figure pivot animator. I just didn't have the talent because I put a couple hours into it in elementary school, and then I realized you had to do it frame by frame, and I was like, no, no way, I'm not gonna do it. I was going to give the Madness series and Thing Arena a run for its money. I would have if I was able to figure out how to pivot animate, but all I was able to do was make like a 10-second animation. That was abhorrent. That's all I was able to do with Pivot Animator. Yep, I had big stick figure animation plans. I was gonna give the Madness series a run for its money on Newgrounds, but then I realized that I can't use Pivot Animator because you have to make it like frame by frame, and that was a lot of logistical planning for one child. That was that was a big ask for one child to make stick figure animations. Uh, no. No, I can't. I don't know why. I don't know why people want me to read their usernames, but I'm not. Now that you asked, it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me think that you're up to something. I feel like you're up to something because you asked me to read your username. So now I'm not going to. I have a operational defiance disorder, and now that you asked me to do it, I cannot do it. Alright, so we're 1 mile. We're 1 mile into the extra calorie burning activities. Congratulations, me. Oh, this guy's back to say hi again. Alright, everyone. Don't forget that what you can do for me. Don't forget that what you can do for me is watch the Fran Man Cinematic Universe. Don't forget that. This is the opportunity that I'm going to take to annoy people into watching the Fran Man Cinematic Universe. That's where we're gonna flesh out and expand upon the Fran Man character. Alright, that's gonna be my Sonichu comic, except I'm gonna use Sora AI to do it. Alright, so we're gonna make my Tulpa Fran Man into a full-fledged Sonichuian character, and the Fran Man Cinematic Universe is going to be that delivery route, mechanism, and or apparatus. And that's why you need to watch the Fran Man Cinematic Universe. Alright, we're going to use Sora AI and the power of my imagination to expand upon the My Tulpa, which is Fran Man, the channel mascot, so on and so forth. And we're going to expand on the lore and the potential of the Fran Man character using Sora AI and the Fran Man Cinematic Universe and the YouTube shorts and all that. So you got to pay attention to and watch and like the Fran Man Cinematic Universe YouTube shorts. So do it because I am the best VR boxer in the world, and because I told you to do so. You know, we're also going to make societal critiques with the Fran Man Cinematic Universe playlist. It's a multifaceted way of self-expression and lore expansion, world building. You know, we're going to blend social critique and many archetypes and tropes. You know, there's going to be some sketch comedy, maybe some situational humor, almost like a in motion Sunday morning cartoon strip at times. A lot of potentiality.